Why spatial sound? Why immersive sound? This has been our ID fixer for many years now. Target Sound aims to be a trendsetter and a creator in the audio industry. That's why, as one of the first in the world, we acquired the L-Acoustic Lisa immersive sound, the next important step in finding the right music production. Such as production is Obywatele Republiki. The production should be properly prepared. Many factors need to come together and coalesce. An appropriate arrangement of the material must be prepared. A technical team must be engaged to set up. A producer and an entire project must be prepared to fully demonstrate the possibilities and potential of immersive sound. And all these factors come together here at Warsaw's Torwar Arena during the production of Obywatele Republiki. I've been asking myself for a long time when I will truly be able to fully and creatively benefit from this. And just such an opportunity arose in this project. This is a project related to the band Republika and Grzegorz Ciekowski. But the musicians who still roam the world with us decided to continue playing these wonderful compositions and these great lyrics that they created. And it's great because this is the music I grew up with as well. That's why I'm even more grateful to Leszek Biolik for inviting me to this project. I have the opportunity and great pleasure to be part of it. They promised us that you hear excellently. Is that true? Actually, it wasn't me who chose immersion. Immersion chose me.
W końcu powiem ci, co myślę, tak prosto w twarz. Kiedy cię widzę, to...
Thanks to Chris Poloshinsky, I had the opportunity to listen to this in such excellent studio conditions. At the time, he showed me the possibilities. And honestly, it's shocking. I mean, it's shocking for someone who spent their whole life listening in mono and stereo. And when I found out that there was a possibility for us to perform a concert at Torwar in this system, I'm totally inspired on one hand, and on the other hand, angry, because I don't hear it on stage. Because I won't hear in the monitor what the audience in front will hear. So, I'm a bit envious today. We conducted joint rehearsals, recorded the material, and worked with it so that this concert could happen using this technology. So we had a normal pre-production, which is not very popular in Poland. Only a few artists do this, and that's great kudos to them. That's the essence. So I'm very glad that Leszek Biolik approached this topic with an open mind. Besides, I invited Leszek to the studio, specifically to Target's atelier, where we have a immersive sound setup prepared, on a smaller scale. But because Lisa's technology is scalable, it can easily be transferred to other venues. And when Leszek heard what could be done, it blew his mind. As soon as spatial sound technology appeared on the market, we realized that it was a revolution in the audio industry, which would soon become a standard in the market. And that was the reason why we embraced this idea. The reason why we built our own spatial sound studio, where our engineers can research, test, and prepare projects using immersion. We know that these are the market's expectations. New emotions, new experiences. The audience, which is actually the main element of any spectacle, because the spectacles really happen for them, expects new sensations, emotions. And these emotions, these new ways of creating space, are precisely realized through immersive sound. Honestly, I have the impression that technology has always changed music. Always. Every integrated circuit that suddenly landed in the new keyboards simply changed all the analog systems that bands used to carry around. The computer immediately introduced drum and bass and other recording methods, etc. Every such invention has always changed music, and it always introduces something we don't really know yet. However, if it becomes more common, because I think this is the key, that causes musicians to have access to it and start treating it creatively. In my opinion, we are entering a world where, in combination with visuals, this kind of spatial music can create an incredible field for perceiving sound for sensitive people. I think the field is absolutely unlimited.
To nie karnawał, ale tańczyć chcę i będę tańczyć z nią po dzień. To nie zabawa, ale bawię się. Bezsenne noce, senne dnie.
Everyone is delighted that this is even possible, that there is such localization, that everything fits so well, that the sound is not intrusive, is more natural, open. Everything is a plus, really. The audience is not classified as better or worse, because the LISA system, in our case, gives us the opportunity to create practically identical experiences for 90% of the audience. What does that mean? It means that a person sitting on the left side, looking at the stage and having a guitarist on their left, literally feels and hears that the guitarist is playing from that side. The same person, if they sit on the other side and have the guitarist on their left side, this time they also hear that the guitarist is playing on their left side. What does this mean? It means that people are not divided. Of course, it wasn't done on purpose. It simply resulted from the technology. People are not divided into better and worse, but we are simply able to give 90% of the listeners the same experiences. Just like in stereo systems, the summing of sounds mixed on the console occur on the console's summing buses. That is, we collect all these instruments with microphones, send them to the console, do some signal processing, equalization, dynamics, creativity, whatever we want to do, and we send all of that to 2 channels, which is the stereo bus, and it goes to 2 speakers in the stereo system. In this case, such summing does not occur. It doesn't happen electronically. It happens in the air. That is, the summing of sounds occur individually for each viewer. Only our ears, that is, our brain, sum these sounds. But at the same time, it correlates with what it sees. Let's be honest, most people aren't able to say when they come to such a concert, "Wow, I'm in a different world." Of course, they will experience that wow with immersive sound, although they probably won't know exactly where it comes from. But the most important thing is that they will leave satisfied. And even if they don't know where their wow comes from, they will generally come to similar events in the future. And most importantly, they will tell their friends that it's worth going to a concert with so many speakers. And I really experienced something I've never experienced before. Having participated in several LISA technology concerts, I noticed that each subsequent concert shows something new. Today, meeting here at Torva, you can see a very extensive configuration of this system. The surround clusters are very elaborate. But even that doesn't surprise me. What surprises me is the way this event is produced. The holistic approach to the event. We're not just talking about immersive sound, but about every element that has been adapted to this, to call this project a spatial project. The approach to multimedia, lighting, production, even the rearrangement of the musical material shows how ambitious my colleagues from Target Sound are. And Chris from AIRPOL Sound and Light approaches it. It's a real pleasure to watch such events. I am convinced that this will greatly advance audiovisual arts, concerts, That is, spectacles that are based on not only sound, but also visuals. I think completely new artistic concepts will emerge. I think these are breakthroughs similar to the film Avatar, for example, in graphics in cinema. Spatial sound is something unique, revolutionary. I had the opportunity to be involved in many projects that use this immersive sound technology. And the difference in perception, the emotions that emerge during such an event, a concert, are incomparably greater than what happens in the case of a regular, traditional concert.